Welcome to 3D Learning. The topic is sports. This is video 8, and there are 10 videos in this series. This is a flipped learning class, and students will be viewing the videos, doing some work, coming back together with their class, and having a discussion, finding out the issues, and developing ideas for the debate that will happen about 2 weeks after video 10. The topic is not only sports but Taekwondo, and should pregnant participants be allowed to participate? This may not be an only issue for this sport. Maybe it has other sports issues as well. What do you think? This is debate, the start. The third D, the discovery, discussion, and the third D is debate. And so you want to choose one of the above statements, and we suggest that you make your own from the previous video. You should have made your own. And which will you defend? Which would you defend, for or against? Would you say yes, pregnant participants should be allowed to participate in any sport, or just soft sports where you don't have a lot of intense training? Or no, they shouldn't be allowed? Or which would be your choice? Sometimes you have a choice, but sometimes you're given a choice and it's the harder choice. For might be easy, against might be hard. So research to find facts for your position. Sometimes you think, this is easy. And then you go and you look for information, and it's hard to find information for your point. You know, if you're doing for and there's not much information for, against is easier because there's lots against. Or maybe vice versa. So find the facts. Research using the ideas from before. List the facts. Now, in this video, we will not list the facts. In the next video, you're going to have a chart, and in the book, you see the chart. So do the research. Find the facts. List them very simply. Don't write a lot. Write very carefully. Write just a little bit about each point. And write your whole argument in a long paragraph format. Why? We did this before, kind of in a one short paragraph and a rebuttal. We did that several videos before. Now you want to write the whole long argument, because your argument is 3 minutes long. You can read it in the debate. You don't have to stand and memorize it. You can read it. So now is the time to write your whole debate. Every team person, every person should write their own debate. And together you can respond with your rebuttal. Now, prepare kind of 2 ideas, for and against, because you don't know which one you will have. That's at the end. Before your debate, you will start and say, this is what we will debate with the other team. You're going to decide on that, and you'll have 2 or 3 weeks. So now is research both sides. Okay, for and against. Research both, have facts for both, and write your argument for both. Now it takes a little more time to get 2 3-minute ideas, but that's only 6 minutes, and writing is writing is difficult. But remember, make a statement, 3 supporting. Make a statement, 3 supporting. Keep that up. Add information. And when you're writing, 3 minutes is probably a page and a half, maybe 2 pages, but maybe a page and a half will be most. If you're typing it, it will be a page and a half. And you want to read it and make sure it sounds good. So read it, and then read it with a friend, face to face. Have your team rebut. Have them challenge you, so that you can be, you can get that understanding of challenge. Writing it out takes time, and if you get together before class and ask your teammates, everybody does the same, and everybody has an opposition to you, and you oppose them. If you do a little bit of practice before the class, you will be ready to show your argument, and you can get guidance as to whether it's too weak or too strong. But that's what you want to do, is write it out. Writing it out helps you see where the problem is. Sometimes writing, you're missing some information. And so your teammates, they can say, oh, you're missing some here, or you're skipping from A to B and you need some information in the middle. You went 1, 1, and you should go 1, 3, 1, okay? So always add more information. Make a statement, add 3. Make a statement, add 3. Make a statement, add 3. Okay? Focus on your topic. Do a little brainstorming. Use graphics. We tried that, and the long paragraph format will really, really help you. You have done this earlier, but now you want to do it again with a 3-minute timing. So you want to read it so that you have 3 minutes. You want to time it. Read it, time it, have your friends oppose it. Really good to do in class and before class. Practicing speaking as you write will help catch weak arguments. A lot of times when you are writing, when you are reading, for me, when I'm writing, I say, oh, this doesn't make sense. So then I have to go back. And it takes a long time to write. So don't get stressed. Just write and say, does it make sense? Always ask, does this make sense? Is this what I want to say? Is this what I want to say? Write it with a friend, and have your teammates. If you are not face to face, do it online, so you can see each other. You can talk about it. You can write and speak. Say, listen to me for 3 minutes. Blah 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 blah. Practice for 3 minutes. Okay. Use the time, but everything should be precise. Don't get excited about long ideas, because you're going to waste your time speaking about something that you don't have time for what you want. So write out. That's why your outline, remember your outline? We started with that, and then we wrote the paragraph from your outline. You're just doing the same thing, following an outline. If you make an outline first and then write out your outline, it will be easy. You can see your arguments clearly, and you can make your point. But under your point, under your statement, remember, everybody has different statements. They are not yours. You make a statement, another team member has another statement, just like the first graphic. Everybody has a different angle to the same idea. You are making, so make sure all your arguments focus on your idea, not on another person's idea. They will challenge you, but sometimes they will challenge you about something that's not in your argument. That's in another person's argument, and you can say, you should challenge that person because that's their argument. That's not my argument. That's where we want to be at the end of this. Practice speaking with your teammate. It's so, so important. This is the end of the discovery and discussion, and we really want to put our ideas into references, facts, and statements. We're going to build out the statements so that they become your 3-minute speech. for each story, when you go outside, you want to research and get some outside material, make a reference. And how do you make a reference? Well, if we go to MS Word, let's see if I can find it. Let me show you. Right here in MS Word, it's called References. And here, you want to say, where did you find it? And you can use the APA style. You can have a bibliography, okay? Do bibliography or references. And when you do that, it will when you use that reference tab, you can build your references. Where did I find it? You can make footnotes, endnotes, you can make all kinds of notes there. And somebody challenges you, you know exactly where to go. You want to make that, and that file folder we talked about very many videos ago, if you put that online, it's easy for all your teammates to look at. They can use the same ideas, because often in one article, there are many different arguments. Even in this one, there are different arguments, for and against. So, use the reference tab. And fill in the blanks, and it will create that reference, the APA reference, in your reference, and you have a list, and then you can highlight what's in each reference. Just a short, small sentence. So it's very easy. When you are challenged, you can find that information very quickly. That's very important. It's important when moving to the debate, because when you're challenged, you have the data easily available. It's important because the other team will also search and find the same information, and if you haven't found the information equal to theirs, then it's going to be hard to oppose it. And that takes points off, and maybe you won't win the argument. It's important because you need more than one story to make an argument. To have a very simple discussion, one story is fine. But to make a debate where you have 5 different points, you need to have some other support. So you want to find it. And it won't be difficult if you use those little things like use your statement to, you punch it in, you type it in, go click, and it will come up with papers related to that statement. And you have to choose which are related to what you want to talk about. In graphic 1, brainstorming is crucial. Never stop brainstorming. Never stop thinking about changing how you present things. Remember, you're never ready until it's over. When the debate is over, then you can say, I'm ready. Because you're nervous, you have all this information, you don't know what's going to come at you, what they're going to present to you, and so you're always thinking. But be organized. Develop the organization, test your organization, test your ideas on your teammates, and you will be ready. If your group is large, make them smaller with specific tests. In the organizer, use 5 paragraphs. So if you have 15 paragraphs or 10 paragraphs, just use 5. 1 for each person. Don't get excited about lots and lots for each person. Everything goes down to one statement, one person, one paragraph, one person. Okay? Everything should be there. Very precise, because if it's not precise, it gets confusing. And so if you have support material, it's easy to build on the support. But if you're not clear in your paragraph, all the extra stuff you want to put in will not be clear. Okay? So here it is. 5 paragraphs. Here's the topic. Everything should be, right? Pregnant competitors. Everything should be there. Paragraph 1 should be related to pregnant competitors. How is it related? But a different point. Everyone is a different point. Everyone is a statement and a different argument for pregnant competitors. They should all be one for or all one against. Don't mix them up. The story that you read earlier, that has for and against mixed up. We did that before. Here you want to make sure they are all one position. All for and all different. All for the position for or all for the position against, and all different arguments. Easy to check. This is a good final check, and then you make your statement. Build your statement from these 5. It will make it easier. For this week, you have determined core issues. You've added more information to communicate your arguments, and you have begun practice thinking for the debate. We're not quite there yet. In the next video, you will have 2 more graphics. One is a speaking graphic, and one is facts, just straight facts for and against, and you want to keep that close to you when you're in the debate so you can use it either to present or oppose, and everybody should have their own facts sheet for their piece of the argument. Let's look at that in the next video.